Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We've got game 2 here against my man David. He's playing Doflamingo, and yeah, still rocking the smoker in this one. I've got the list updated in yesterday's video, as well as I will have the correct deck list down below. Thank you for letting me know about that, guys. That was a mistake on my part. But also, just a big thank you to everyone that said all those nice things yesterday in the comments about, you know, congratulating Mariah and I, and just, I mean, I don't know, I'm overwhelmed with love and support, and it's just been so amazing. Thank you, guys. Truly looking forward to the future, not only of our, you know, our relationship and our future marriage, but also this dang card game right here. You know what I'm saying? OP04 has been a lot of fun. We've been testing it on the simulator. We've also been going to some local matches yesterday and just kind of playing around with some friends with some proxy decks. I did record some matches, but sadly I'm gonna have to re-record them because I'm an idiot and I misread Orlumbus in the Rebecca deck and thought that it KO'd other opponent's characters, not KOing my Dressrosa character. So yeah, basically 3 recorded matches of just misplaying the entire deck, which was a whole thing. But we get into this match. David did win the dice roll, chose to go second, so I'll just draw 1 Dawn and I'm just gonna pass it right over. And he does get the 2 Dawn up, plays Kaya to draw 2 and trash 2, but he actually ends up deciding to take it back. He was like, you know what, no, never mind. I thought maybe he was going to be trying to pick up a Perona or something, but we do swing for 5 with lead. He does take, and I'll just throw down the 3-cost Smoker. Loved having this card on the board just because it's very sticky, cannot be easily removed. Blue does have a better time removing it than, let's say, I don't know, red, but it's nice that it does force him to remove it from the board and bounce it back to hand or bottom deck, depending on what he does. And yeah, so he's gonna set up that top of the deck with Doflamingo and just keep the, you know, order. He will counter out for 1k, and I'll put down the 5-cost Smoker again. That's the whole idea behind this deck, is to have some of these sticky cards that are really annoying for him to deal with, and also makes my life a little bit easier. By the way, I know that it's going to be slightly confusing. I ended up asking him to change it up later on in the match, but he has the Dawn face up and right beside the active Dawn. But that is his Dawn deck over on the left side near the pre-release winner VV that he's flexing on me right now. But yeah, I think he just swung 7. We take, go down to 3, and then I will just go ahead and swing 7 at the Kuma. I'm fine with him getting Pacifista because we're at 7 Dawn. I kind of want him to play Pacifista, and then I can just get value out of potentially playing like Sakazuki or Garp or something like that. And he's actually considering countering out of it, and he does Kaya up to 7k, and then he will Boa up to 8. I was a little surprised by this, if I'm being completely honest with you. I thought for sure that he would just let the Pacifista play, but I do choose to go 5 into the Kuma once again, and I'm just going to take this turn to extract some cards from hand. I probably will slap 1 more underneath the Smoker, but yeah, he does let that go, and I'll just play a Kuzan and a Fukuro just to, you know, build the board. Don't really need to play Sakazuki just yet this turn, now that, you know, he's gone pretty heavy on defending that Kuma. But it looks as though his hand's pretty solid. He does bottom deck my Kuzan, which is pretty annoying. You know, I kind of wanted to get that down for dealing with 9-drop, but that 3000 Worlds is something else. You gotta be careful of that. And we're probably going to end up seeing... Oh, I think this is when we were talking about the Dawn. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, how much Dawn do you have? And I was like, you could just put it over there, like on the other side of VV so that I know what your Dawn deck is. But yeah, 4 cost already gone down, and now he's got 4 Dawn to work with, but he is just leaving the 2 on the leader for leader ability. It's looking like we're going to see 8 at Smoker here, and he does bring out Boa. I will just 2k counter with the Garp, and he passes it back over. We've got Sakazuki to deal with some things here. We're going up to 9 Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. So Sakazuki's going to probably come in pretty clutch, but we'll just go ahead and get rid of the Boa. I kind of want to force him to use that blocker and then play the Pacifista. So if he plays Pacifista, I'll just be able to get some value out of the Sakazuki in hand. But I will just choose to go 5 here. He will take, and then I'm probably just going to go 7 with leader or something. Maybe just 5, save 2 for Shockwave, but I think, yeah, just 2 under leader, go 7, bring him down to 3 here. And I do this to kind of scare my opponent a little bit, like I'm actually going to end up using like a Kobe to take care of it. But we will just play another Kuzan. I'll draw and then pass with 2 open. I don't really want to play the Sakazuki yet. I could, but I just don't have a necessity to play it. And I'm showing the hand a little bit here. We've got Borsalino, 2 Sakazukis, 4k counter, and a Shockwave. So pretty solid hand overall. But bottom decks the Kuzan yet again. 3,000 Worlds just absolutely tearing up my ideas right here. But 3 cost Doffy to reset up that that hand and make sure that the top of the deck is looking good for leader ability, but also for, you know, some stuff that he needs to draw into. I like the position we're in. It feels bad that we're most likely just excuse me, most likely just gonna end up having something being taken out by 9-drop in the near future. He's seen 2 Doflamingos, and I'm basically at this point assuming that he has a 9-drop in hand. So it is what it is, but that was why I was a little surprised that he used the 4-drop 3,000 Worlds, because he could have just played 9-drop and gotten rid of my Kuzan, but instead decided to change that up a little bit. We do Shockwave out of the 7k swing at the Smoker, just so that we can still have that extra body on board, that extra swing if necessary. Now that he's given me an option, though, for the Sakazuki to inherently gain a little bit of value, I'm okay with it. I swing 7. I didn't expect him to take it, if I'm being honest. I was like, okay, this is probably where the block comes in, but he does decide to take it. And then we'll swing 5. He'll counter out with Kuma, and I'll just go ahead and play Sakazuki, KOing the Gecko Moria, and then I'll rest 4 for Borsalino, and I'll just pass it over. But our board's looking pretty terrifying. This 5-drop Smoker has just gotten so much value. I don't really care that I'm not using the double attack effect. I don't need to. It's just that 7k swing feeling pretty good, you know? And, oh, Jesus. Okay, so you slam the cards down, and it affects the card angle. I guess the camera angle right here. But there goes the 9-drop, bottom decking yet again, another card. And I think what we were actually discussing right there was, I said, you know, I'm surprised that you didn't use 3,000 Worlds to get rid of the 5-cost Smoker. And he was like, I'm pretty sure it's only 4 or less. And we looked at it, and it was 5 or less. I was like, oh, man. He said, yeah, that was a bit of a mistake on my part. But, yeah, he's got some options here. He does choose to take the life from the 5k swing, so I'm not that mad about it. I'll just go 7 at the life again. I think this is where we'll see the block and the Pacifista will come out. Now I got the other Sakazuki in hand to deal with this situation, but I will just go 5 at life with Borsalino and just keep extracting some of the cards out of his hand. And I believe that leaves us with 4 Dawn left. I could just play another blocker, which I'm going to. I think it's, I don't know, feels a little overkill. It's not that bad, though. It's only got 2 swings, but now we've got 2 active blockers, and these Sakazukis aren't going anywhere. So feeling pretty decent about the situation. I think that 4 Dawn, though, could have been used a little more aggressively. 3,000 worlds yet again, though. Absolutely slapping down and bottom decking my Borsalino. Just, I was like, man, can you stop drawing into that? But I think we'll probably end up seeing 2 pretty big swings here at the Sakazukis. I'll end up blocking with 1, but it looks like an 8k swing into Borsalino here. So I just kind of have to think about, do I want to counter out of this? We have the counter in hand, no problem whatsoever. It's just, is it worth? You know, we are at 2 life. With him having the rested blocker, I still feel pretty confident that we can just go for game next turn. So maybe just countering out of this and saving the block for when he goes for Sakazuki is, I think, my idea. So yeah, we do just counter out of that, and I will just block the Sakazuki hit, and now we should have enough to just go for game. He's got, I think, what, 2-3 cards in hand, only 1 life, and we've got multiple swings. So we're looking pretty nice. I do decide to actually swing 7 with Borsalino first, just because I know that there is a possibility that he gets something out of life that could bounce it back to my hand or remove it. But then we'll just go, you know, a billion with Sakazuki to face and get the game here. Yeah. But solid match overall. Super fun playing against my man David all the time. Great dude to play against, and one of the homies from locals. But I hope you guys enjoyed the match. Let me know your thoughts down below. And, you know, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.